Okay. Hello. So, good evening, everyone. It's me, Jivan Dhakal, the program conductor of JD Learning and Entertaining. Today, we are again present here for the discussion regarding the subject matters, issues related to teaching and learning. Okay. Today, here are three guests: one Tara Chandra Yogi, next Setiram Gosai, and next Mohan Pariyar. They are our respected guests, respected personalities who are here, who are ready here for the presentation, for the discussion. Okay. And without doing any delay, I would like to welcome our guest. And at first, I would like to welcome our guest, Tara Chandra Yogi. You are welcome, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you
Thank you,
so much, sir.
Jivan sir.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Like the same way, I would like to warmly welcome to our Setiram Gosai, sir. You are welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. And like the same way, may I welcome our next guest, Mohan Pariyar. You are welcome.
Thank you, Jivan Dhakal, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. And today, we are going to discuss about one of the popular method, popular approach, or the innovative approach, communicative approach, which is the modern approach, which is the that innovative approach in appeared in the field of teaching and learning. This approach came in the field of that ELT, English language teaching, in the reaction of GT method. That what traditional GT method or the traditional method. Okay. And today we are going to talk about it. And without doing any delay, I would like to ask question to our guest. First question goes to our Tara Chandra Yogi, sir. Tara, sir, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready.
And okay. And today I have already told that, I have already mentioned that the topics for today, the issues for today is communicative method. Okay. And we know that communicative method is one of the modern approach which brought in the field of teaching and for making teaching interactive, more effective and the communicative. Okay. And what do you mean by communicative approach, sir? What is your idea about communicative approach?
Thank you, sir, for the question. As far as I feel that the communicative approach is one of the nice approaches that focuses on speaking, listening, writing, reading, all the skills, and it focuses mainly on only speaking skills of a person. It tries to develop the capacity, the skill of a person to speak. It brings all the participants, all the learners together, and it starts a kind of conversation. It gives good platform for expressing opinion, ideas, just through through speaking only. Yeah, writing is little bit neglected, but speaking is the main focus of this approach, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yes.
And mainly this approach, mainly it's one of the interactive method or approach or the student-centered approach. Next thing, it mainly focuses on primary skill of language, okay, and mainly listening and speaking. Okay, like the same way, I would like to repeat same question to our Setiram Gosai, sir. I request you to brief, okay, to shorten our speech because we don't have time. And what do you mean by communicative approach, sir, Setiram, sir?
Yes, sir. Communicative approach means the approach which is developed for that emphasize the communicative competency in the learners, and this method properly uh, give more importance to speaking, and the language is means of communication. If we will not use it in our communication, then the use of the language will not be possible. So it is means of communication, and if the language will not be used in communication, that is not that will not be live, and at the end the language will be die. So making living the language, we have to use it, and the communicative approach properly, it believes in interaction and lively learning, and the participants uh, engage themselves in learning, and they learn lively, and it is very important method or approach. And in grammatical methods, uh, learner have to learn so
Yes,
many
sir.
rules, so many formulas, so many rods, vocabulary rods, and the rule rotting. And instead of that, uh, the communicative approach is for communicating, and to express the intention, feeling, and emotions. So it is very important method, and it is newly developed method, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, and for your clear idea about communicative approach. And like the same way, I would like to ask same question to our Mohan Pariyar. Okay, what do you mean by communicative approach, sir?
Communicative approach means it is and this will communicative approach as it involves meaningful communication in the classroom activities guided by the communicative produce meaningful and real communication at all levels. As a result, there may be more emphasis on skills than systems. Lessons are more learner centered, and there may be use of authentic materials. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, Mohan sir. And we know that communicative approach mainly emphasize on the primary skills, and it is one of the effective method. Okay, it is one of the interactive method. It mainly that aims to develop the communicative skill and the communicative ability of the students. Okay, that is. And I would like to ask next question to our Tara Chandra Yogi sir. Tara sir.
Yes, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
and as we told about that, and I think according to you, according to our that other guests, Setiram Gosai and Mohan Pariyar, this is one of the effective and the good, I think, that approach. Okay, and how far the
yeah.
communicative method is effective, good or contextual for implementing in ELT? How far is it good?
Oh, right. Yes, I understand. Very nice question. I would like to thank you first for this very question, because a language is not using well. A language is well used when it is spoken. So if a man is unable to speak, what's the use of language? Because especially it emphasizes on speaking. So it is already very contextual. Without speaking, we can do nothing. Copy and pencil cannot be taken everywhere. Suppose you are bathing, you need a bathing shop. Will you write in a copy and pencil and send it to others to ask that very shop? Or you will use, please pass me shop? Your communicative approach emphasizes on speaking, and speaking is the requirement of everyone. Everyone wants to speak. So this very approach is near about 100% contextual for teaching in ELT classes, whether it is school or any language classes, wherever it is quite contextual. It is very suitable as well, because it develops your communicative skill. It tells you, it teaches you how to express, how to keep your ideas before some people, or how to demand your help, because language is spoken for different purposes, sometimes for asking help, sometimes for showing our respect to others, showing sometimes expressing our opinions. So because this approach mainly mainly emphasizes on talking, that's why it is quite contextual in ELT classes. For the time being, I think it's enough.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. It is
Yes.
one thing I think it mainly aims to develop the primary skill Mohan, according to you. Next thing, it is student centered, and it is effective for the developing our communicative skill, communicative ability, or the communicative competence. So it is effective and contextual for using for implementing in the
Right.
field of teaching. Okay, that is. And next question I would
Yeah.
like to ask to our next guest, Setiram Gosai sir. Setiram sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. What technique can be used teaching? Oh, yeah, that according to the communicative method, sir. What are the technique of communicative method which are used in teaching?
Yes, sir. In communicative method, we can use
Yeah.
different techniques.
Hmm.
And first of all, we can use that one drill method to make drill among the students by making groups, and teacher student drill also may be possible. Student personal interaction also is used in the classroom, and group discussion also is used in the classroom, and different survey, interviews, and task based learning. These different methods are useful in this method, and sometimes role play method and simulation methods, group work, peer work. This type of methods we can use in this approach, sir.
Okay, okay, sir. And there are so many that method techniques which are used in while teaching through communicative approach. Okay, and next thing, according to you, I think information gap activities can be done, project or can be done. Okay, different that task based activities and role play, group work like this also can be done. Okay, yeah, Mohan sir, are you ready?
Yes, sir. I'm ready, sir.
Okay, what are the teaching materials? What are the teaching aids? What are the teaching that aids or the materials which are used in teaching according to the communicative approach? Teaching materials.
Okay, thank you, sir, for question. There are various materials to use in communicative approaches inside the classroom. Use also uh, we can use also the real material, like this interaction program to use inside the classroom, especially actual learning materials, conversation. Two boys are group discussion to discuss inside the classroom, and uh, flashcard, ICT based teaching materials, like it's um, like it's PowerPoint slides, pictures, and so on. These methods you can use the materials inside the classroom, sir.
And okay, thank you so much, Mohan
Thank
sir.
you.
And different materials can be used, different that what to say, varied material,
Yeah.
authentic material can be
Okay.
used, okay, while teaching. And next thing, the peer that flashcard also you told that, and other different materials, authentic materials, videos also can be used, okay, for teaching yeah, through that communicative approach. That is one. Next thing, next
Yeah.
question goes to our Tara Chandra Yogi sir. Tara sir.
Yes.
Okay, sir. And next
Yes.
thing, we talk many things about that communicative approach. Okay, and we told that that according to our that description, according to our that view, communicative method is so quite one fine method, better method, or best method among so many methods which are appeared in the teaching and learning. Okay, and could you please tell some of the
Yes, sir.
advantage of communicative approach?
Yes. Thank you for the question. there are a lot of advantages of communicative approach. The first one is that students get the real life atmosphere environment for speaking. Another thing is that because it is a student centered teaching activity, that is why students take part and show their interest in all the activities. And another thing is that because here in this communicative approach, uh, an expert teacher is usually appointed. So when teacher is expert, his fluency is very nice. The children, what happens, get very nice example before them to copy, to imitate his teacher. And so many other things are here because it is especially for the spoken
Yes, sir.
classes. It takes the benefit that part of the students for speaking. It praises, it makes an atmosphere, environment for speaking. These are the some of the very what good advantages. It helps to improve fluency, pronunciation, and the speed of the students. So these are some benefits of teaching through communicative approach. So it's the advantage I've told you. It has got some drawbacks too.
Okay. No matter. Yeah, there are also drawbacks. No matter. We will include in next thing. Okay, next question. And next
Yes.
thing.
Okay. Yes, sir.
One thing while telling about the advantage of communicative approach. Okay, one thing it mainly develop the communicative ability, communicative skill in the students. Okay, because it involves the student in
Yes.
the interaction, in the discussion. Okay, the student can discuss that complete or that they can complete their tasks, activities by discussing among the friends, among the other their teachers also. One thing. Next thing also it motivates the students. Okay, and through by engaging students in activities directly in the activities, it motivates the students. And next thing, mainly it develop the contextual learning in the students in the classroom. That is. And next question I would like to ask to our Setiram Gosai sir. Setiram sir. Okay, sir. And next thing, we know that our Tara sir talked about, described about some of the advantage, some of the benefits, some of the good aspect. Okay, that what communicative approach. That is we know. And next thing, I think it is also challenging while implementing it in the classroom. It is so challenging because in the context of Nepal, it is so difficult, challenging for implementing. So I would like to ask you that what challenges should the teachers face while teaching English language through communicative approach? Or I mean that
Yes,
what are the challenges that the teacher should face in communicative approach?
yes, sir. There are so many challenges to apply this method in the classrooms of our country, like Nepal. And first challenge is that teachers should be competent in communicating. If the teacher will not be competent in the communicating, then he will not able to apply this approach in classroom. First of all, teachers should be capable, but everywhere in every school and every classroom, every teachers are not capable, and they are afraid to talk with the students also, and they don't use language properly in classroom. That is one challenge. And this challenge is that classroom management also it is very challenging job, sir, because in the class there may be many students and lack of materials, lack of devices. These all problem teacher have to face in the classroom. And the classroom management one most important that one challenge. And the next one is availability of the resource. We need different type of resource to use this language, and we need different devices, different technology we have to use. And everywhere in every school, it is not possible to uh, mm, to get this type of devices, technical instruments not possible to available in everywhere, and teachers preparedness of teachers preparation also is an important challenge in this method. Next one is the teachers are not competent. They have not enough professional development trainings and lack of trainings. That is also one challenge. And next one is resource sharing. The teacher are competent. There are different type of quality in the teachers, and the teachers don't want to share their ideas, and teachers don't want to share ideas their fellows, that staffs, and the teacher who are teaching English in different school learning groups. Now there are so many type of possibilities to make the group learning groups, and the experienced teachers and the newly appointed teachers. There may be some groups, and group discussion, and panel discussion. These also are important for applying this language, this approach in the classroom. But that is also not possible in our society, in our community, and there is not enough supportive environment for communicative using communicative approach in classroom. And next one is that new some new innovative assessment also not are available in our community. So these all are the challenges to apply the communicative language in the communicative approach in the classroom, sir.
Oh,
Okay,
okay,
sir.
sir.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. Okay. And by that being agree, okay, with our Setiram sir, I would like to tell some of the challenges. Okay, one thing according to our Setiram sir, its first challenge is classroom management. First challenge is it means in the traditional approach, while teaching through traditional approaches, traditional method, because the students are in control. The teacher only give the lecture. Only teacher, the teacher is the main center of their control of the class, and there is no noisy. But while teaching through communicative approach, the class means the class is noisy. Why? Because the students are given tasks, they complete their task themselves. Next thing, while talking about that assessment, it is so difficult for that that assessing, evaluating the student proficiency. Why? Because in while evaluating the student ability or the proficiency, and the what to say, the this approach, communicative approach, is more subjective than the traditional approach. So it is so challenging next. And while talking about the professional development training also, that our Setiram sir told, it means the teacher needs training. In the context of Nepal, the teacher are not well trained. Okay, there is no provision of giving train. That is also one challenge for the teacher. Okay, and there is no lack of resource availability. Their resource or their teaching materials also, we can say lack of manpower. Those are the what to say challenge with the teacher face
Right.
inside the classroom. Okay, and next question to our Mohan sir. Okay, and our Sitram sir told about challenges of communicative approach. Okay, and I would like to ask you that question: how can those challenges or the problem be tackled? Or how can those problems be solved?
Okay.
Tell
Thank
me,
you, sir.
what are the solution of those problems?
Yeah. First of all, communicative language skills is not the different language skills uh, in our uh, in our students. So there are various ways of to solve these problems inside the classroom. So, but nowadays, people feel bored inside the classroom. When teach the student, when teach when teach the students to students inside the classroom, teachers just enter the classroom and use in the textbooks and
Please tell about how can those problem challenge be
yeah,
solved.
yeah,
We have
yes,
plenty
yes.
of time.
That is not our teaching. But nowadays, this is the age of the science and technology. This age, there are various lots of teaching materials which we can use to solve these problems, like social media also, and there are various tools while using the technology, like as chat gpt, vibro, messenger group also we can use to interact to our students inside the classroom. This is also the best techniques to use these tools and materials which we can solve the easily inside the classroom. And not only that, first of all, teachers should be updated um, in our language skills.
Yes, sir.
How to solve the students develop the capacity. First of all, teachers should be updated day to day in these days. That's why when you update our language skills, then we can easily solve these the problems. So like as we can use different techniques also, or methods inside the classroom, like as problem solving method, puzzle, filling the missing letter, answering question, role play, project work, task based teaching techniques, group work, peer work. These are the techniques and methods also we can use inside the classroom. While
Yeah, thank you, sir.
inside the classroom, these techniques or methods also minimize the different challenges or problems in our community schools.
Thank you so much,
Thank
sir. Okay, thank you so much, Mohan sir, and for your clear idea. Okay, that I agree with you, because one thing we talk about classroom management, it means the classroom should be well managed. Okay, we have to
Yes.
concentrate
Yeah,
on that. Next thing we talk about
yeah.
that lack of training also. The teacher should be given training. It means there should be good provision of that teacher professional development. There should be the environment for what? That environment of sharing. Yes. And Tara sir?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Okay. And one thing we advocated about that that communicative approach. It means it is they're good. It is better. Okay.
Yes,
And
you're right.
that how do you differ this communicative approach from GT method? How
Right.
do you differ it?
Well, thank you for the question. Here, I would like to talk a little bit about GT method first. GT method means grammar transfer method. That is the oldest one technique or approach, whatever we say method, and we too learned from that method. What teachers also taught according, and still we are so many of us are still using that mini method. Here, when the question comes of making difference or showing difference between these two methods or approaches, so what I would like to say that GT method emphasizes on reading and writing only. It doesn't touch speaking and listening.
Yes, sir.
And while we all know that English or language has got 4 skills, and because it only touches 2 skills, writing and reading only, so how can a child develop his or her communicative skill? This is one question. Here, and another side, if we talk about communicative approach, we find that it is including all the 4 skills. Okay, is including all the 4 skills. So in this very sense, this communicative skill is little bit far better than, a little bit or far better, we can say, better than GT method in the sense because it develops our communicative skill. And if we take another point, that classroom management, like, so in GT method, what happened, there was one kind of ruling power,
Mm.
and the ruling power was that that generating fear among the students, because in GT method, there is provision of giving punishment. Severe physical punishment used to be given to the students. So many of us have already tolerated this position. But here in modern technique, in communicative approach, there is not like that kind of any provision that the students should be physically punished. So in this very sense also, it is different than GT method. In another sense, that GT method is easy for the teachers, because teacher is everyone. It is easy for him, and there he used deductive method. Here in the communicative approach, teacher is not everything, because it is student-centered teaching activity. Here students are everything. So and here is no fear, no provision of giving punishment to. So it is little bit challenging to. This communicative is little bit challenging to in the sense of having control over the class. And because there was fear in GT method, so there was no question of making noise, and there was nothing to speak. There was nothing to speak, nothing to make noise. The students usually silently used to write and listen. That's why the class was not noisy. But here in communicative approach, children are in groups, they make discussion, they interact, so it is little bit noisy too. So these are 4. And another thing is that this communicative is little bit time consuming also. So these are a few differences I showed you. I explained here. One, that GT method is teacher-centered teaching activities. In communicative is student-centered teaching activity. In GT method, that spoken and listening was ignored. In communicative approach, grammar is ignored. In GT method, it was easy to have control over the class. In communicative approach, it is difficult to have control over the class because class is noisy. So for the time, this much is enough, I think. Yeah?
Okay, thank you so much, sir.